Everybody wish for something. Why you wish for nothing? As a result of listening to the invitation, everything, all the ideas you were holding on to fell away. All that was left is, okay, nothing is left. And we said in this nothing, unexpectedly, we found that there was love arising in this emptiness space, and a joy, and the silence. Am I correct in this saying?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So it's not nothing as in black hole. Somehow in this sense of this space of emptiness, surprisingly you may say, that one feels totally at home and peaceful and happy. And did you have to be doing anything to be in this emptiness at all? So here you are, emptiness, and not disappointed. Not disappointed. Empty, 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 and finding something. One man, he was telling a joke, actually a comedian, one Christian comedian, he was saying that they were so poor growing up, no? That at Christmas, his father brought him a present, and he opened the box, the present, and it was nothing in there. And the father said, "It's the invisible man. It's the present, I bought you a present in the invisible man." And then the boy was only like 6 or 7. He goes, "Wow, Dad, that is fantastic." And the boy said, "I played with it for 3 weeks, the invisible man, until his brother hid it." Okay? So you see the power of imagination. My father bought me a present, Invisible Man, and I played with it. Most fantastic games I had with Invisible Man for 3 weeks, until my brother hid it somewhere. I couldn't find it, and we can do this, no? So you came to a place of emptiness, and in this emptiness, I said, are you imagining anything? You say no. But somehow there's peace and joy there. You did not, I asked you, did you create them? You say, I did not create anything. I only discover, the peace and joy is here. Now, that experience you are addressing as was or is. When I listened to invitation, this happened. This was my experience. It was or is. Does it continue to be or not? Emptiness, state, come and go. So if things arise, are they the emptiness? There are different ways you can answer this question. I might be saying yes in all of them actually. It's up to you. Did emptiness move over when somethingness came? But today is different. Today the emptiness is gone. So if the emptiness didn't go, then also the silence also, did it come and go also? The peace came and went also? So what more you want then? I'm just checking, let's check in. Did it really go?
I want to be free.
Well, let's just look. I don't think you're far away from the freedom I know you are. I'm just saying. So all these things come, whatever, nice or not nice things, they come and go. They come and go in the empty space. Because if there was no space for them to appear in, they couldn't come. You see? So they came. They came as feelings and thoughts, they came and they went. Were you disappointed with things that came and went?
No.
No, because the emptiness that was so pleasant and is so pleasant for you did not go away so that you could experience things that come and go. They come and go in the very emptiness itself, no? It's true or not?
Yes.
Okay. Then I ask you, what more you want? What is the problem then? If you see that whatever it is comes and goes, nice feelings come, nice feelings go. Sad feelings come, or thoughts, and they come and they go. You witness their coming and their going.
Yes.
When they went, you did not go. You were here to witness their passing.
Yes.
So they didn't do anything to you.
Yes.
But sometimes a thought comes that I lost something. And if that thought is believed in, it's as though you believe it into existence and it becomes your experience. If you don't touch it, it also come and go. Does it make any sense at all what I'm speaking? Yes. You are to observe that, no? You are simply observing things, the traffic of sensations and thoughts, they come and go. Is it the same as you coming and going?
No.
No. Is that not significant? Is it not significant? That you are at least recognizing that everything that you perceive, they come and they go. Some come, they seem to stay for a little bit, but by some power they go also. You notice that? Yes. You who notice that, did you come and go?
No.
No. Okay. So I ask you again, what is your wish right now?
To realize my highest truth fully.
Is it not the same that maybe the highest truth is that everything appears and disappears except you who witness their appearing and their disappearing? Is that not high, pretty high? We'll see if there's higher than that. We'll see if there's higher than that. But is that not really good? That everything, sweet or not sweet, come and go. How do you know that there's another seer if you are not there?
I'm there. I do see it.
Yeah. You see, actually what you're speaking actually is quite truthful. You say that there is something, even though the sense of the person with all of its ideas and projections and memories and attachments and desires and so on, is seeable. Something sees it. They say, okay, then stop reporting about the traffic of sensations seen and let's go to the one who sees. What is the environment like of the one who sees? Is it the same as the thing that it is seen? And you say, no, it is more spacious, it's more calm, it's more peaceful there. And I said, but why is there not satisfaction with that? You say, because actually even that one occasionally seems to go into an investment in what it sees. Huh? So therefore, that itself must be seen. Are we getting lost? No. So if even that itself is seen, then it is proof that a deeper field of seeing perceives even that seer, which has got some quality, some interest. That is also seen. Okay? Did you move to a new position to recognize this?
No.
No. Then what is now to be done? What is now to be done? Well, I will tell you what is to be done, so to speak, is that that final place behind which there is no more space to go, it sees, it just sees. But it sees with detachment. It's not seeing, it doesn't want anything from the seeing. It cannot help seeing. But it's not busy seeing. It's not particularly interested in what is seen. Seeing seems to just be a part of what is here. Can this be seen? Understood? But in this place, this seemingly highest place that you speak about, is there any more progress to be made there?
No.
No. Okay. Does it feel happy or sad in itself? Does it have those emotions even?
No.
No. Would this be an answer to your prayer? Whoever was praying? Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. If one has come to this level of recognition, what remains to be done?
Nothing.
Then I would, well, just one moment. I would say
Excuse me.
that because there seemed to be still the possibility of an activity to get pulled back into shape of a person with its own problems again, I would say to keep looking to see, is that really possible that from that space, which is without shape in you, you're formless, yet you know you are here, is it really possible that you, the formless space, gets pulled into the shape of a person? And to keep looking at that to see if that is a truth or that is imagined. This thing, I would say. To marinate in your understanding, to keep looking and checking until the possibility for the play of delusion to happen is exhausted. Does it make sense? At the back? Okay. Do you follow what I'm speaking?
Yes.
Yeah. That although it seems we come to a conclusion, a conclusive place that, yes, if even the one who was seeing the person, which we call the witness or the sense of presence, which its environment is much more spacious, much more joyful, more silent, more happy. But even here, it's not over because there still remains the possibility or the potential to get pulled into shape. And I say, what witness is that? And somehow a deeper space seemed to become aware somehow. In this deepest place, is there anything that is concerned? Is it disturbed by anything that appears in the dynamic field? Does it have to practice being itself? Well, if that is true, it would mean that the possibility to get pulled into the distortion of personhood is exhausted, it's finished. And yet you say that actually there is something higher than the earlier statement. And I wanted to see if we could come to this higher place. Do we have to climb to go higher?
No.
No, you didn't. Why? Because that higher place is already in you.
Yes.
Does it make sense, anybody, what I'm speaking, or is it a bit silly? It should not just make sense in your mind. It should be so much more deeper, that actually it's amounting to experiential seeing. It means that you have become, you can stand in the authority of your experience, you see? It's not just you're parroting something that you have heard. It means that somehow when I say digest your seeing, digest and assimilate your seeing, it is just like that, by checking again, is this coming from my mind? Or is this a seeing that in fact dissolves my busy mind? It's a practical looking, isn't it? Is it too complicated? It might be felt at first because we are not accustomed to looking in this way. In this life, in this world, whatever human beings are attracted to do, very few will need to be asking this kind of question. You will not look for any job in the human kingdom and your employer or prospective employer ask you, so tell me something about yourself. Who are you? And you tell this thing, I studied at this university, I'm this and this and that. And then he says, but okay, that's what you have done, but who really are you? Is any employer going to ask you this kind of question? You see? You are speaking about your person, but what is it beyond your person? Which employer is going to ask you this kind of question? So is there any need? Even you meet somebody, you're going to get married, you plan to get married and have a life together, and they say, you know, I just need to check out the one I intend to marry. What have you understood in this life? You have lived for 25 years. What is the quintessence of what you have learned about life? And you say, well, I've done all these things. I studied. This is who I am. And it says, yes, but you cannot be that because you're aware of that, isn't it? This is your husband to be, wife to be. Is anybody going to ask you a question like that? I don't think so. How did you end up being interested in this type of question? What do you get out of it? Confusion? Headache? Yesterday, Nirmal came and spoke with me in the evening. He said, I've been meeting with the international Sangha groups, and it is extraordinary, he said. I said, why? Tell me what you found. He said, because somehow their vibration is so amazing. What do you mean amazing? Exciting? No. There's just a kind of peace there. There is just a presence there. Who talks about this type of thing? There's a presence, there's a maturity, there's a presence. There's no argument. There's a sharing. There's a power, there's a presence. Where this presence is emerging from? From your understanding, which is experiential, not just an intellectual conviction, but your direct experience arising out of this type of exploration that's happening here. Where you're not being asked to visualize or to imagine or to create any projections. You're merely discovering. What you discover, does it last? Ultimately, what you are discovering, is it something that you must keep holding on to it? Because if you must keep holding on to it, at some point you're going to find, I don't have the energy to keep holding on to it. It's gone. Are you holding on to you? In your ultimate seeing, what you are discovering, is it something to keep? Is it something to have? Or is it what you are? And can the mind still come and go, yes, that was fun, but let's get back to reality? Can the mind come and say to you, you're just imagining that. You really need me. And you are completely shuffled up inside. How established is your seeing? How precarious is your discovery? Is it that you need to be very careful? Because if I'm not careful, I might lose it. Then if you have this feeling, you have not found what I'm pointing. You have not found what I'm pointing. And I'm not disappointed with that. But it means, please sit a bit more and keep looking. If there is in you, and if your words are true, that this is really what you want, this is really what your heart desires, is to be free from the psychological conditioning, from the hypnosis of personal conditioning, and now you are experiencing that here in my real seeing, I am not at the mercy of my mind's projections. Can anybody verify that, you see? You're not just coming to say, I just want blessing and so on. Yes, that will happen. Blessing is easy. Understanding, real understanding, is sometimes a bit challenging. Because as I said before, in everyone, there seem to be two forces working. There's a force working inside that is trying to keep you only in the state of personhood. Only to be worried about, your next meal and, is this deal going to go through, and, they're raising the rent, and, my friends have not been in touch with me, and be living like this. Only, almost only. And yet there's another force in us that is an aspiring, evolving energy that moves towards light and greater understanding and peace and love. These forces are within us and largely undetected or unrecognized. But now that you have come here and you have begun to really look and feel, to feel your growth, you're seeing the lightness, the peace that is emerging in you, you're deepening in your resolve to say, I want to go all the way. And as soon as this has awakened in you that it is indeed possible to keep transcending these lower suggested energies, and you are experiencing transformation, you're experiencing your natural evolution in consciousness, then you don't need someone else to keep on encouraging you. Your very result happening in you is encouraging enough. But it seems it does trigger certain energies, certain forces in you that is directly in resistance to your self-discovery. It's almost as though there's a power inside that does not want you to know this and doesn't want you who to know it. Listen. Doesn't want who to not know. It doesn't want you to know your original freedom, that it is right here, that your highest desire for freedom, I won't send you in any direction for it because it's right here, and to show you where it is, how it is. And it seems that there's a force that wants to shut down. It arises as suspiciousness and resistance and judgment and fear and all these things. Things which you can observe and recognize their transientness, that they're not real. They gain a sense of reality from your belief and identity. And I know you won't just catch it one time I say it. So this is why I've come here and I'm in Rishikesh for a month. Plenty of time, by the way, to come out of the limited field of personhood into the expanse, the immeasurable expanse of pure being. And does it feel, as you are discovering more and more, does it feel like, you're losing something valuable? I wanted to let you see that all that the mind is holding on to like treasures, as you go beyond them, you see that you're always here. You are always here. If everything was taken from you, everything, you are still always here. It's important to experience and be confirmed in the reality of this, not imagination. And then the fear of disillusion, the fear of death will leave you. Also the fear of life, because people are also afraid of life also, isn't it? Fear will go. When? I had to call yesterday, I called some of my intimate Sangha together and to check them out, to say, you have been with me for a few years. What have you been doing with my teaching? Why it should be taking 3-4 years? Why? Explain. It was quite interesting. I will show you, we recorded it also. Because people do say, oh, Mooji, you make it so simple, so easy. And I say, if it's so easy, what's taking you so long then? Just asking. Because I'm not in a hurry, I'm not taking commission. But you say, this is all I live for, Guruji. I'm just here for truth. Then I say, okay, what is stopping you? Explain to me. And then you say, well, my mind keeps going, but you've seen what mind is. What is mind? What is mind? Can anybody show mind? Brain is something, that kind of cauliflower in your head sort of stuff. We can study that stuff. But can you show me mind? Mind just means thought. And thought believed in. Then you say mind. It's not really an object, in fact. Anyhow, do we need to proceed any further than this?
Yes.
No. No. You can sit down with what we have shared and look and see if your mind is saying, yes, but I still don't get it and I still have further to go, whether that is coming from your heart or coming from your head. Because your mind is always going to keep sending you on a journey. That you're so close. You're so close. So close. You're so close to the infinite. So you must be standing a little bit outside, maybe of the infinite. You need to really begin to look at the things you say and prove if they are true. Otherwise, we're just gathering information, gathering more information. Maybe become proud of how much information you have. But here is not about information. Direct experience, that's all. And I'm not asking you to be creative, because then some people will say, well, I'm not artistic, I can't create. So I'm not asking you to create. But to look, everybody can look. Even a blind person can look at what we're speaking. Even a physically blind person can say, actually, yes, I can see it. With what? With what they can see? With these fleshly eyes? No. With understanding, with the intelligence of your heart, you can see. And it is enough. It is enough. We don't need to turn this into some circus. It is enough. You see? But if you keep offering these things to your mind, it's never going to be enough. Because the belly of the mind is never full. It's awful. It's never full. Excuse my bad English. Okay, I'm going to leave it for the moment.
Mooji, save my life, so help me God.
I thought that was done. I thought we're safe enough.
No, I am here. I am here now.
No, you see, it's like for me, somebody's drowning in the sea and help me. And the boat come and we pull you out and you're in the boat now. And you say, please help me. I said, no, you help enough. You're out the water. What we talk is enough to be out the water. Now just dry off and put some jumper, go and have a cup of tea. Why? I said, please help me. And I'm serious about this. Recognize your transcendence. Recognize. If you keep saying, but with what you have said, I'm still drowning. How I can't believe this. Because I know that it's not about more words. It's not more words you need, you see. But something is more believing in the habit of your thinking than in the proof of your seeing. Please look at it again.